Another free winner on Monday, capping a good Labor Day weekend. I hope for all of you out there with your family and friends and financially as well, as I give you the Braves, an easy run line winner on Monday over Colorado. 72-55 run with the free selections and two more run line releases coming up in just a moment. Plus, I'll run down who's hot and who's not. FYI, congratulations to Jeff Benton. Did it again, as did Craig Davis last night, scoring both with Georgia Tech, and a money-saving discount coupon code that'll save you $17 off a single purchase today. All that and more coming up in just a moment. Hi everyone, Al DeMarco here, and this of course going to be your Tuesday video report. Start of week number 2 in college football, of course. NFL debut tomorrow night, moved up a night early. Normally it's Thursday night when the defending Super Bowl champions host a team for the season opener. Moved up because of President Obama's TV appearance, of course, with the Democratic National Convention being held in Charlotte starting on Thursday. So, of course, they didn't want to have a conflict and have President Obama get smothered in the ratings by the Giants and the Cowboys tomorrow night. So, it's going to be a busy week, and I will be here every single day with you throughout. But first, before I get started here for Tuesday, I want to talk about something that really ticked me off last night. And you guys have probably experienced this as well. I was booking some airline tickets for my wife and my son over the holidays, which, of course, there is no holidays when you're a gambler, you're a handicapper in this business. You know, it's like, oh, hey, there's Christmas. There's only one bowl game, and then there's 17 more bowl games between then and January 2nd, and it's the final week of the NFL season. So I'm looking to buy a couple of tickets last night. I'd seen the price. Now, I'm not going to mention the airline because, of course, I have their credit card, and because, of course, I also belong to their club, and because I also happen to be a preferred member, and I also happen to get free Wi-Fi service. But, of course, I'm not going to name the airline. But I go to the website, and I push in, I get some fair rates, and I'm looking, and it goes $371. Well, you know, I had only done a sample of the rates, so I only had one person, and it was $371. Now, understand, the flight out and the flight back for my wife and my son, there were anywhere from 20 to 24 rows of empty seats. Rows of empty seats. There's like 35 to 40 seats maximum bought in the coach and the first class sections of these planes, okay? Going out and coming back, $371. So I go and I figure, okay, let me get into the buying process. I do everything online. Hey, I'm an online type of guy, you know? And by the way, that was Steve Martin, 1978 circa, in case some of you guys remember. Okay, moving on. I go, I put in 2 people, buy 2 tickets, and suddenly the price goes from $371 to $462. And I'm going, okay, listen, we all know airlines have that capacity control. I mean, you know, if the wind blows this way, the price goes that way. That's how it goes with any airline, right? Any airline. That's the game that they have been playing for years. So I'm thinking, something's not right here. You're telling me there's just one ticket left at $371. So I go back, I clear it out, I put in 1 person flying on the flight. Boom, it's $371. I put in 2 people again. Suddenly I'm paying $462 per ticket. Oh, so let me understand. You're willing to screw me because even though 1 ticket was $371, 2 tickets I'm going to pay $462 each. God, I got to get in that business. I got to make more money. We all got to make money like that, right? So you're not going to sell me the cheaper ticket, even though I want a second ticket. So I thought, okay, guys, you know, I built this site. I designed it. I created it. If you ever seen any knockoffs with the same exact words, they're all scumbags that stole from me. You think I give a care? We are the biggest site in the gambling industry for selling picks and having handicappers in the world. The next 2, 3, 4 sites combined couldn't even come close to half the size of being what we are. So I thought, okay, there's a way to do this. I opened up an Internet Explorer browser. I opened up a Chrome browser. I went in. I bought 1 ticket on each one of the sites. Locked in the price at $371. Hit the buy now button at exactly the same time. Boom! 2 tickets, $371. Now, before there was only 1, but I got 2. I didn't pay $462. I paid $371. 10 minutes later, the exact same flight is $542. $371, $462, $542. There's only 35 to 40 some people on each one of the flights. 20, 24 rows of empty seats. The moral of this story is, when you come to this site, guys, what you see is what you get. This is not a site where when you buy my plays, when you buy Jeff Benton's, Chris Jordan's, Anthony Redd's, you're buying one set of plays and there's something better. There is no, with me, for example, using myself, if I have a 5-dime play tonight, there's not like another 15-dime play I'm selling to my preferred customers. I don't have an 800 service. None of these people on the sites do. None of them have 900 numbers. None of them have personalized service. What you see in every play they have is what you get on the sites. What you have to be careful about, there are other unscrupulous sites and unscrupulous individuals in this business that give handicapping a bad name. They use their sites simply as a way to suck people in, to get you to call that recorded message, to get you to call that 800 number. Guys often write to the site, to customer service, and they say, well, how did this guy get my phone number? Because he's calling me. Duh! Reverse matching, guys. You call that 800 number, they have your ANI, which is basically your name and your phone number. Even if it's blocked, even if you have a blocked number, they know who you are within seconds, if not instantly. When you call that recorded message, guys, it's being telematched. That's what they call it. It's been that way since the days of 976 numbers, and I was in that business 100 years ago, okay? I know. They're simply using their websites to suck you in, to give you a free play, or to sell you a little release. And then, oh, by the way, if you call the 800 service for personalized service, you can get my double platinum monster one and only Inside Info Game of the Year play absolutely free. The next time somebody tells you with an 800 number or on it with a salesperson and says absolutely free, look up at the sky twice to confirm that it's blue, okay? Don't believe what you're going to see. So that's a little story for today. And thankfully, I hope they won't be booting me off the plane next time I fly them in a couple weeks. But anyway, let's get to it. Jeff Benton, back-to-back 30-dime line error locks in college football, capping a 3-1 performance the opening week in college football. Scoring the first one with Colorado State, the 6-point underdog, winning outright 22-17 over Colorado on Saturday. And then coming right back yesterday with a 30-dime play on Georgia Tech. I mean, how did Tech not win that game over Virginia Tech and Blacksburg? If you watched it, you know what I mean. Big underdog covering in overtime and a 3-point loss. So, not resting on his laurels. And guys, that's so important when you're a player. If you build up a little bankroll, that affords you to take shots, to take the opportunity to expand that bankroll, and that's what he's doing tonight. He's taking those 60 dimes he's won the last 2 college football releases and coming right out today with his second biggest baseball release of the season, 60-dime Road Warrior Game of the Year. In baseball tonight, 76-57 run with 20-dime releases. This play is 3 times stronger. It's twice as strong as his back-to-back 30-dime winners on Colorado State and Georgia Tech. Also, congratulations, Craig Davis. As I mentioned earlier, he cashed in last night. 30-dime winner on Georgia Tech. 30-dime winner in baseball going tonight. Can't wait to see what Craig's going to be doing here in the NFL. Keep in mind, Craig Davis, $10 better, has won $6,740 dating back to last season in the NFL. And he's won 4 straight Super Bowl plays. So kudos to him as well. As for me, my personal apologies go out to the Cincinnati Reds and Johnny Cueto. Yes, I apologize because yesterday I backed you. A 5-dime play on Cincinnati on the run line for a pitcher who was 9-1 in 10 home starts this season, who had won, the Reds had won 17 of his last 21 home starts, and naturally, I backed you yesterday, and I cost you that game, guys. I apologize. I'm going to call Dusty Baker. We're going to break bread a little later today. I'm going to tell him I'm sorry once more. I'm going to tell him I never liked Jeff Kent either. Okay, how many of you get that inside reference? Huh? How many of you out there? Anyway, I'm going to roll today, aren't I? So we move on, and but here's the bottom line. As for me, guys, and let me get my exact record for you so I don't have any inaccuracies here. Today I have run line winner number 10 out of 11. Yes, the 9 in a row streak was ended yesterday. I also have winning day number 20 out of 27, and baseball winner number 10 out of 11. It's another 5-dime run line release. Here's the one thing I always remind you guys, especially for those of you that are coming back, who took a hiatus for the summer. Shame on you. There was so much baseball money to be made. Listen, the run line, it's the way you got to play baseball now, because the way the game has changed betting-wise in the last 15 years, you have 4th-string starters, number 4 men in your rotation, suddenly laying, $1.95 just because their team, which has lost 7 of 10, is playing at home. You got to use the run line, but you also use the run line in terms of risk and reward. You'll reduce your risk because you're not playing a big overwhelming money line favorite, which I would never do anyway, and you're putting them on the run line, laying the 1.5. And the reward is that you're maximizing your potential earnings by taking that big favorite and turning them often into an even money or an underdog play. For example, I lost the Reds yesterday, 5-dime run line play on the Reds, even money. Okay, in Vegas, offshore. But the day before, I hit a 5-dime run line play on the Milwaukee Brewers plus $1.35. Hey, I'll take those type of washes 7 days a week. So the run line has its place in baseball. Listen, your money-saving discount coupon code is going to be LABOR17, L-A-B-O-R 17, L-A-B-O-R 17. No space between labor and 17, and that will save you $17 off a single purchase today. You don't have to do it on mine. You can buy anybody's play here at the site. Let me give you a couple of run line complimentary plays tonight. First one, the Tigers. Tigers, after sweeping the Chicago White Sox, laid an egg yesterday by losing their series opener against the Cleveland Indians 3-2. And understand how rare of an occurrence it was for the Indians actually to win that game. I mean, they are... let's see, what have they done? They've lost 18 of their last 20 on the road, even with yesterday's win. They've lost 29 of their last 36 overall, no matter the locale. Meanwhile, the Tigers had won 8 of their previous 10 at Comerica Park, but I'm going to go with them tonight to rebound with Rick Porcello on the hill. Yes, he has lost 4 consecutive starts, but, he's allowed 3 runs or less in his last 3 starts with a 2.88 earned run average. He's never pitched well against Cleveland, I'll grant you that. But then again, look at who the Tribe are sending to the mound. Justin Masterson, the guy who gave up 8 runs in 4+ innings on Thursday against Oakland, a guy who's got a 7.62 earned run average in his last 7 starts overall, a guy whose earned run average in his last 4 road starts is 9.28, and that includes a 10-2 shellacking he suffered here in Detroit, where he's pitching once more against the Tigers back on August 3rd when he gave up 7 runs, 10 hits, and 4 walks in 4 innings. So I'm going to go with the Tigers to rebound. Again, you're taking an overwhelming favorite, and you're moving them to even money on the run line. The other run line play, I'll take a shot and go with the Atlanta Braves once more on the run line. Listen, of the 2 run line plays, even though the Braves are playing good here the last couple days following their walk-off winner over Philadelphia on Sunday, they've now won 2 straight. Tommy Hanson going at home. He has been dreadful in his last 2 starts at San Diego, at San Francisco, allowing 15 hits, 9 runs, 7 of them earned in 9 innings of pitch, and the Braves have scored just 4 runs in those 2 losses. But the Braves had won his previous 6 starts, scoring 34 runs in the process. So even though he's got a 4.81 earned run average at home, I will go with the Braves here, who have won 6 straight at home in the series, who are 4-0 against the Rockies this year. So even though the Rockies are on a 10-5 run, I'll go against Colorado and Drew Pomeranz tonight. The Rockies have only won 2 of his last 9 starts, and he's 1-3 in 7 road starts this year with a 5.34 earned run average. Remember, with the Rockies, their pitchers have limited innings, so you're always looking at how that middle relief is going to do, and it doesn't do well, okay? So those are your 2 freebies, the Braves and the Tigers on the run line. Labor 17, L-A-B-O-R 17, no space between labor and the number 17. Will save you $17 off a single purchase today. That will do it, and I will catch you again Wednesday when we're going to have ourselves a little football with the Giants and Cowboys. Remember those 2 games last year between the Giants and Cowboys? First one, Giants rallying for the road win in that 37-34 shootout in Dallas. And then the last game of the season, Cowboys, battered, bruised, injury-riddled, whatever you want to say. The Giants needed to win that home game in order to advance to the playoffs. They did. They sacked Tony Romo 6 times. Defensively came up with a huge effort. And then the Giants won that little thing against the Patriots in the Super Bowl. So, interesting rematch. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Good luck, guys, and I'll catch you on Wednesday.